Guys, this is like a freestyle session for me. I think I need to pour out my mind. Some people actually don't like this freestyle section. I think you have to bear with us. I have something on Whiskey, Davido, and Burna Boy, Obi Kubana, Don Jazzy, somebody coming out to speak about them, reconciliation between them. P Square, I still have something on them. I still have something on a lot of your, favorite artists around the corner. Before we dive into it to speak about all of this, I want to take out this time to appreciate you guys for always taking out time, loving, liking my videos, sharing them across social media platforms, having your comments in the comment section. That is a big one from me to you guys. And then if you're new to this YouTube channel, take our time, click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And I thank you. I love you guys. All right, now entertainment industry in Nigeria has grown big, and one of the biggest awards that you can get in Nigeria in recent time is the Headies Award is one of the biggest right now around the corner. I think we need to actually encourage our own, but some people have actually come out severally accusing the organizer of these awards, saying that, man, these guys are actually kind of democratic to an extent. They afford the opportunity for most artists to actually rig it. We remember in 2020, no award went to Pato ranking on a particular song, and that generated a lot of reaction, and they came out to give explanation, answers, gunshot in the song. That is not a great issue. That is not a great one. A lot of people were not actually impressed by that. And then Davido, of course, Burna Boy, they boycotted that. They boycott that, and then it generated and culminated to something like open a kind of criticism from a lot of bloggers, a lot of music lovers, a lot of fantastic people. And that is the issue right now. The issue right now is that, yes, we have three big kings in the entertainment industry. These are Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Davido. These guys, Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy, it's like they've not been in good relationship. But Wizkid and Burna Boy are already great friends, working on something in the studio right now. They were seen in UK, actually in the studio, trying to put some kind of things together. And that was a big one from yes. And what you need to understand that some persons came out to call out Don Jazzy, saying that, man, Don Jazzy's got the respect and the power to actually reconcile these persons. And I don't know how true this could be. That is something I will tell you guys. I don't know how true it could be at the end of the day, because what me, I feel that the person that has the kind of the relationship to actually bringing them together is Obi Kubana at the end of the day, because these guys, they got mutual respect for Obi Kubana, maybe as a result of this guy being one of the biggest investor in Nigeria and a big billionaire in Nigeria. That can actually generate a lot of respect for him. And some persons are saying that they want to see Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Davido actually having a song together. Yes, we remember the case of P Square actually saying that, man, no P Square, nothing, nothing. But right now, these guys are back together, and a lot of their fans out there are all excited about that. I think this is what Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy should take a lead from. Yes, somebody said about the Plantation Boys when they reconciled at the funeral of that is the late Fasasi San Sultan. May your soul rest in peace. And somebody came out to say, do another great artist or celebrity need to die before P Square comes together, because we want to see the P Square together and the Okoyes. and they were able to squash that beef, and that now they are working on a big project, and we expect a lot from them. But right now, some people are looking at Davido, Whiskey, and Burna Boy at the end of the day. What do you believe about Davido? What do you believe about Whiskey and Burna Boy? Several times Davido has actually said at an interview that, man, Whiskey, I don't have a kind of personal beef with Whiskey, and Whiskey said also the same thing, and even spoke about Odogu to an extent that is actually interesting, to some people and disturbing to some larger people out there. And what you need to understand is that people have cautioned Davido and Burna Boy, Whiskey, that they should not escalate things. The major problem they have here now is their various fan clubs. That is the issue that a lot of people are throwing open to the larger public out there. And I think, some persons may actually invest an opportunity, minds, and then resources in trying to bring them together, because these guys are the three kings we have in the entertainment industry. But some persons will tell you that, yes, based on Grammy ranking, based on this is better than this. I've seen a lot of artists, heard about them, with great, fantastic songs. They never got a Grammy. Tupac and a lot of others, like there'll be Bob Marley and others. These guys actually had issues with Grammy. Just last year, Nas was able to get a Grammy award. It's not all about Grammy award. It's all about what you are putting out there. That is something I believe about this whole story of issue Grammy and the rest winning awards and all those kind of things. 2021 has been a fantastic year for Wizkid based on his Made in Lagos album, Made in Lagos tour, and then based on the song Essence, which he had, terms on, and later puts kind of Justin Bieber on that same song to make it a doulos and a loud one at the end of the day. What is your own take about the lives of Whiskey, Burna Boy, and Davido actually coming together to kind of say, man, let's call it a quit, no beef, we love each other, and all those kind of things? That is something I need in my comment section.
Let us say nice things about me online.
Guys, this is like an opportunity for me to speak about the rap industry in Nigeria. It's quite uninteresting for a larger people out there, because to me, when you compare the rap industry in Nigeria to when it was in, like, about 2000 and 12 or so, you will understand that, man, right now the rap industry is sinking, and we need a lot of personalities to actually invest in, bringing it back to life. The likes of Hennessy, they've done a lot, and I think they quite need some other support from other brands to actually make it a revival for them. And the likes of Mi, Abaga, Vector, VEC, Fino, these guys, they've actually done a lot within the industry. I think they need support from other people, because an upcoming artist who is a rap artist is always difficult compared to an upcoming artist who is into Afro pop, Afro rave, and all those things. That is something I got to understand. I think we need more investments in that regards. What is your own take? What do you believe about that? You are free to criticize my own opinion about the whole story and put in your own opinion, because it's all about opinion, and this channel is democratic for you guys to actually say something about the industry in Nigeria, what we are talking about, and the big issues around the corner. Guys, you have to actually understand that, man. To an extent, I think the government is not doing enough in the entertainment industry. I think they need to actually invest resources and invest a lot of energy, a lot of manpower, abilities in the entertainment industry to make it a reality for most people, that have actually invested. And right now, some persons will tell you that, yes, Nigerian film is like whack and all those things. But do you think that they are getting all the financial support they are supposed to get? Because it's not easy for a filmmaker in Nigeria to go to the bank and then obtain loan from the bank just for the sake of making films. Then it's easier for the Westerners to go with their script and their, their storylines and everything to the bank and get a loan for that. This is because the government created a system that is recognizable for them and that will work for them. In Nigeria, we are still banning Twitter, banning all those kind of things, and stressing the young people, especially the entertainment industry, because we want to make everything comfortable for the government and politicians, and that is not going to do us well. That is something I believe about this kind of story and this kind of things. What is your own take? What do you believe about Nigeria entertainment industry? I believe that the future for Nigeria entertainment industry is highly bright. At the end of the day, we are doing marvelous things with the little resources we have. That is what we need to actually encourage them to do more and then achieve a goal. Because the whites, they can't tell the story, our story. They can't tell the world our story without being biased about that. The best people to tell our story, we are the best people to tell our story. The story of Hush Puppy is going to be told about by at least a Nigerian was able to buy a franchise into that. That is a person of Mo Abudu. At the end of the day, I think we have to actually commend these persons and then encourage them to do more for Nigeria entertainment industry. Before I jump off, finally, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon if you are not yet subscribed. And then I'm taking this time out to appreciate you guys for taking out time watching my videos, being a part of it, putting in the comment section, sharing it across social media platforms. I love you guys. Keep on supporting FreeWSD.